good? It's your boy Big Steve, and welcome to the Haze and Blue, where we smoke and talk Michigan football. So let's get into it. So, as the 2024 NFL Draft is recently wrapped up, I'd like to say congratulations, man, to all the Wolverines that was drafted, signed as free agents. Salute. I mainly focus on Michigan football. So once the players leave Michigan, I kind of stopped following, kind of like far as social media and shit go. I still kind of follow them in the league, but far as on this platform, I really only talk Michigan football. But tonight's the last night where we gonna pay our respects, man, to these champions, man. So salute to the Michigan Wolverines that was drafted or signed for agent deals. So let's go ahead and get into them, man. So first off, it was a couple players drafted, man, 13 to be exact. Just a couple. JJ, is the main guy, first overall pick, number 10 overall. Then you have Blake Corum, Mike Singerstell, Roman Wilson, Chris Jenkins, all was, second and third round picks. Then we also had, a couple guys went to the Chargers, man. Shout out to Jim Harbaugh. You had Cornelius Johnson, who I feel has a very, very good chance to go to LA and have a all right chance to be one of the top three receivers on that roster. Shout out Junior Colston, man, who also just like Cornelius is going to the Chargers. Played with Zach Zinter at Michigan. So that's kind of dope, man. Shout out to Jalen Harrell, went to the Tennessee Titans. JT Barrett, man, Mr. Michigan himself, 60 starts, I believe it was. Went to Carolina Panthers, man. Salute to that dude. Ladarius Henderson came over as a 6-year senior from Arizona. Probably didn't have the year. Well, he's a champion, so he had the fucking year he expected, but fell in and out of the rotation, dealt with some injuries, but got drafted, so salute to him. Trevor Keegan, once again, another Michigan man, been started for about 3 years at left guard, went to a very good team, man. The Eagles, they have a good offensive line. They got some weapons, just saying Saquon. So they're going to run the ball. Jalen Hurts is a running quarterback as well. I don't usually like to use the words running quarterback, but the nigga known for running the ball and throwing, so fuck it. So definitely a good fit, man. What's my guy name, man? AJ Barner, I believe, man, went to Seattle. Once again, came over from Indiana. Stepped up big, man, made some big catches for Michigan, man. So salute to him. And then my motherfucking guy, Zach Zinter, man. Zach Zinter, ever since he was a freshman, came on the season, balled out, got hurt against Ohio. If he doesn't get hurt, he's the first guard coming off the board. Was a star from the day he came, was a 3-star recruit. So even though I like getting into recruiting these days, I really don't pay attention to the motherfucking stars because once again, Zach Zinter, who was a 3-star recruit, if he don't get hurt against Ohio bitch ass, he's in the first round guaranteed. So, and then but yeah, man, with Blake going to the Rams, Chris Jenkins going to the Bengals, man. Another player who I felt definitely stepped up, man. Can play every position there on the D line, can rush, run stopper, pass rusher. can kind of do it all, man. I think he's going to definitely take advantage of his situation. Roman Wilson going to the motherfucking Steelers, man. So, and the Steelers has been definitely doing a good job of picking receivers. So hopefully, man, with Roman Wilson, shout out my bro Jared, man, Scott, big Steeler fans. So they got them one. Mikey Singerstell, you know, shout out to my guy Nathan Perry, man, who helped me a lot with this page. He's a big time Commanders fan. And I like to tell him, y'all got y'all one with Mikey, man. He was the best defender on that Michigan team this year. Him and Mason Graham. But Mikey Singerstell, man, played receiver, converted over to DB, and basically balled out more than he was doing at receiver, man. Made plays, 6 interceptions, 2 pick sixes. Can come off the edge, can run tackle. You know, he can kind of do it all, man. Then we got JJ, who we go talk more about later. You know, first round pick, top 10 pick, went to the perfect team, man. Went to the Vikings. So shout out to JJ, man. So it's definitely cool to see these dudes, man. Like I say, Junior Colston played with Jesse Minter, Jim Harbaugh, of course. You know, the Chargers got a great defense. They got a good defense, got some older cats over there he can learn from. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on how he transitioned to the NFL. JT Barrett, I saw a lot of people bring up special teams with him, just like Khalil Hustle did for the Redskins or the Commanders. I think JT Barrett can be that guy for the Panthers. You know, and Panthers, shout out to my guy Sam Mills, a former Panthers linebacker. I hope I say this fucking name right. But short guy, kind of remind you of a JT Barrett, man. So look out. There is a possibility that you can see a couple of these guys making some big time plays on Sunday. And I won't count JT Barrett out, man. But salute to him, Mr. Michigan man himself, man. But yeah, I definitely think Trevor Keegan going to the Eagles was dope. Fucking Zach Zinter after suffering that injury, you know, hopefully he come back stronger and prove that he was the best guard in this draft. Darius Henderson going to a Texas team that's loaded. That's loaded. Got arguably one of the best left tackles in the league in Tunnel. I probably said his fucking name right. But the big nigga from Ole Miss who got caught smoking weed and shit, all that shit, but he's balling now. So fuck it. AJ Barner, man, going to Seattle. Mike McDonald, a former Michigan coach, didn't play at he didn't coach Barner, but I'm pretty sure he had a lot of communications with the Michigan staff to confirm that dude is worth taking a chance on. So salute to those guys, man. And then salute to the guys who signed free agent deals, man. Braden McGregor, from the state of Michigan, came in, tore his ACL in high school, which I feel that probably set him back a little bit. But shout out to him. Shout out to Drake Nugent, came over from Stanford, you know, came in after replacing the All-American center last year, and Oliver Taney. He came in and didn't miss a beat, man. Drake Nugent, Trente Jones as well, man, the all-around lineman, the guard, tackle, left tackle, right tackle. Used to come in as a backup tight end sometimes as well, which changed jerseys to number 80, man. So he was just an all-around athlete. Josh Wallace came over in a transfer from UMass and when Michigan was wondering who's going to be that second corner, he definitely came in and did his thing. Carson Barnhart signed with the Chargers as well, man. So played right tackle. Then when Zach Zinter got hurt, he moved over to right guard and really balled out, man. So shout out to those dudes, man. But uh, on the other note, I just was thinking about with the NILs and all that shit going on, who should have stayed? And this ain't just including the free agents who didn't get drafted, but also a couple players like who probably could have came back another year and probably helped their stock out a little more. You know, I think Jalen Harrell probably could have came back one more year, but with Derek Moore and Josiah Stewart probably was going to challenge him for that starting spot. Who knows? But these dudes definitely balled out, man. But as if one person who definitely I feel probably should have came back um, is Trente Jones. I definitely feel Trente Jones been in the program for a minute. And if you follow social media a little bit, I remember Trente Jones made a fucking reel, Instagram reel, whatever you want to call it. He's really big in social media as well, as far as he posts content all the time. Shout out Trente Jones. But he made the comment of, 4-star 3-year player, and then you have a 7-year senior coming in, like kind of just fucking it up for motherfuckers, man. So I don't know if he just felt that, hey, we just won a national championship. I was the starter against Alabama, where Michigan had a good game as far as the running game, that I don't got shit else to prove. I should get drafted. So I definitely feel, like I say, Braden McGregor probably had another year as well. But once again, with Derek Moore and Josiah Stewart, he probably want to do it again. But with NIL, like I say, Trente Jones is definitely, I feel, one lineman, one player from this draft. Me being selfish, I'd love to see him come back, man. I thought he was athletic as hell. Just to come in and play as a extra lineman wearing the number 80 jersey 2 years ago, to losing the spot at right tackle, to dealing with injuries last year to Carson Barnhart, and then coming back this year and having to come off the bench again, or not start the season off as a starter again. He probably was fed up. But like I say, he has a great personality. He does good on Instagram and social media. I feel that he probably would have made more from NIL in college than he will as an undrafted free agent signing. But I do feel he definitely can, find a starting spot probably the next 3 years, if not with Green Bay, somewhere else. So you can't knock him from trying to follow his dreams and going to, strike while it's hot. But at the same time, with NIL, you feel shit. Why not get that money while it's good? But outside of who we should stay, who will have the best rookie season out of all these Michigan players? Probably except JJ, because as the starting quarterback of a team, he probably is in the best position. So outside of JJ, man, who y'all feel is going to have the best rookie season out of the Michigan Wolverines for the 2024-25 season? Me personally, I feel outside of JJ, I think it would be Mikey Singer still. I think he's gonna be a day one starter probably for the Commanders. Um, he can do it all, and him being a former receiver is only going to help him as time go on the next level. So I think if the Rams use him right, Blake Corum, because he's going to show that he's a lot better of a pass catcher that it was displayed in Michigan. And Matthew Stafford loved throwing the ball to the running back. But I think overall, Mikey Singerstill, Roman Wilson has a big chance. In that Pittsburgh offense, they have had a lot of rookie receivers, step up and make big plays. But and now that the whole draft shit is over, man, like I say, I'm more of a Michigan fan. I watch the NFL, but with all the rule changes and the flags and shit, I mainly just stick to Michigan football. But I will say this. Minnesota definitely has gained another motherfucking fan. It's been a while since Michigan had that quarterback where you can see like, oh shit, I wasn't really watching football when Tom Brady was in college, and neither was a lot of these motherfuckers even thought Tom Brady was gonna be shit. So JJ has been that guy that we all saw like come in. We remember him at the Wisconsin game where his parents put together the recruiting trip. They standing there watching us get our ass beat by Wisconsin. From that moment to him coming in, throwing his first touchdown pass to Alec Bowen, who's also on the Minnesota Vikings team as well, which is pretty dope. I think so I said it before in a couple of videos. I believe that JJ was the Vikings was one of the teams I felt I would like to see him at most. Vikings, I think Raiders, and probably the Falcons before Kirk Cousins went there, which they still took a quarterback first round. Crazy. But I definitely think, man, JJ, just like a lot of us, man, we're going to be watching a lot of fucking Vikings games this year. That's how a lot of people become fans of fucking teams anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really have too much reasons, to watch NFL games anymore. But now that shit, we probably got a day one starter who got arguably the best receiver in the NFL, and you got Jordan Addison, and then you got TJ Hickerson as well, one of the best tight ends. And then you sign Jones from the Packers. He has the weapons. And they coach was the former offensive coordinator for the Rams. So I feel JJ definitely landed in the right spot, man. I couldn't be much happier for him. It was cool as shit to see it. A lot of people go ride the wave. He just handed the ball off. We don't gotta prove shit no more. He's a motherfucking champion. He's a motherfucking first round pick. And he's the new franchise quarterback for the Minnesota motherfucking Vikings. I went to junior college in Minnesota, played football up there. So it's gonna be cool as shit, man. So shit, it won't be that hard for a nigga to just go see a Vikings game this year, So salute to JJ, man. I'm gonna definitely be looking at that schedule. Like I say, man, salute to everybody, man. Roman Wilson, Blake, the motherfucking great Corum, Cornelius Johnson, Julie Colston, Zach Zenter, man. Big salute to Zach Zenter, man, because going through that injury, I'm pretty sure he probably wanted to, give up sometimes and shit, especially when you right there before a national championship game, man. So he's definitely going to be a goon, man. Shout out to Chris Jenkins. Shout out to JT Barrett, man. It was cool as fuck watching all these dudes. It's going to be cool as fuck to look at which I feel next year we can possibly have 3 players. Long as no injuries, I really don't want to jinx them right now, but no injuries, that next year team go be even crazier. So once again, man, salute to everybody who got motherfucking drafted and go motherfucking blue.